James Lutton for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined here at the press conference for Thursday night's JD Next Gen show with Kieron Conway. How are we doing?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Good stuff. First of all, how's camp gone and training to build up to this fight?
Training's always good. I don't necessarily have camps so much. We work towards each fight, but I don't necessarily have camps. Like after each fight, I'll have maybe a week off to rest my hands and my body and stuff. But I'm straight back in. I'm young, so I can get away with that at the minute still. I don't really have camps, but camp has been really good. Really good.
How much difference does it make to be ready all the time rather than having a camp for a certain amount of weeks?
I feel like for me it makes a massive difference. I think for me this way works so much better than having camps because it keeps me focused, it keeps my weight down, keeps me sharp. I don't have to get sharp because I'm always staying sharp. So for me, works a treat.
I suppose you're ready for any time the call comes.
100%.
So you've had a bit of a whirlwind, really, obviously coming to Matchroom. First of all, how's that been with Eddie and Matchroom working with Sky Sports?
I'm enjoying it. I love it. I think it's what when I turned pro, it's what I said to everyone that I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and get signed by Matchroom. They're the biggest in the world, definitely biggest over in this side of the world anyway. And that's where I want to be. And when it came along. Ever since that happened, I've just enjoyed the journey so far, and I hope to keep progressing up through the ranks with Matchroom, keep going up, and it's been really good for me.
So with a big platform coming in out of nowhere, really after sort of Ultimate Boxer, when you competed in there, is it hard to not get too excited and keep yourself at a level to perform on TV?
For me, not so much, because I put. I have my own reasons why I'm here and why I do it, and it always motivates me to stay level-headed. I never get my feet off the ground. So I stay true to myself. I know where I came from. I know what I had, and I know where I want to be. And it's just part of the process for me. So yeah, that's how it is for me.
You mentioned you know why you're here and there's a particular reason. Can you share that reason?
It's just some like personal motivations. Like I just want it so much that there'll be no other. What do you call it? My focus will never stray away from it. So for me and for my family, I just want to succeed and do everything that I can in boxing.
You mentioned in the press conference your aim is to get back to that British title fights and win that title. So you had the draw with Ted Cheeseman. Again, that grew your fan base even further. Now, aim for 2020 is a British title. How long do you feel until you get to that again?
How long? Hopefully soon. I don't think it'll be my next fight because I think I believe like Fowler and Fitzgerald have got their thing to settle, and I imagine that'll be for a British title. So I don't think it'll be my next one. Hopefully the one after, or the one after that. I hope it's definitely 2020. I'm not in no rush because, like I said, it's part of the process. That every fight is part of the process. But I definitely want it in 2020.
You mentioned two names there, Scott Fitzgerald, Anthony Fowler, and obviously Ted Cheeseman. Yourself as well in the mix there. You're sort of the domestic level, British level. You're the sort of top level at that side of things. Where do you rank yourself amongst those guys?
I think I'm definitely like at the top of that. People overlook me because maybe I'm young, but I'm a long way ahead of my age, I believe, and I'm very focused to be the best. They're all good. They're all really good fighters, but I just believe that I'll make a way to beat all of them. So I'll rate myself at the top of that list, 100%.
And to go back to, I mentioned a moment ago, you was competing in the Ultimate Boxer. How much of a platform was that for you, getting to where you are today?
I'm not sure how much Ultimate Boxer affected everything. It was a bit of a weird experience for me. Like I didn't go in there expecting to lose or anything. And then my next fight after that was a small show in Northampton, 4 rounds. And then my next fight after that was for the British title. I don't really know what happened. Maybe luck was on my side. But the loss done me the world of good. made me work on things that I wouldn't have necessarily worked on because of the things I was doing was already working. But it gave me a little kick at the bum to work on other things, and it definitely done me the world of good going an Ultimate Boxer.
Was it different losing in a 3-round format than, say, a 8, 10, 12 rounder?
It was different because I just don't. It didn't mean the end of my. It didn't mean that I'm going backwards so much. It didn't for me anyway. Because I was then in the like the public knew who I was and stuff, and then I got all these opportunities. It didn't so much affect me so that much. I just seen it as a bit of a learning thing. It was early in my career. I'm young. It didn't affect me too bad, whereas it might have other people.
You said you learnt from that loss. Did you learn from the draw with Cheeseman?
100%. I learnt a lot. Just being in the ring with Cheeseman. He was British champion. He's a good fighter. He knows certain things what to do in the ring, whereas other fighters might not. And it was good to learn from him. And he's made me that fight alone made me a little bit better. Each fight, he's going to make me a little bit better as well.
Fantastic. And finally, what can we expect to see on Thursday night from yourself?
It's just going to be a win from me. Whatever he brings to the table, I'm ready for. If he goes on the back foot, which I've seen him do, I'm ready for that. I've been around a lot of high-level amateurs for my whole life. If he comes forward and has a go with me, that'll probably be even better for me. People might think I'm a back foot fighter because I boxed like that against Cheeseman, but I came in on very short notice and just did what I had to do I thought I was going to win, and I thought I did win that night. But I'm a very adaptable fighter. I could be front foot, back foot, I'll be sideways if I have to. And people underestimate my punch power as well. Because I guess my record suggests that, and so fair enough, people do underestimate it. But everyone that gets in the ring, you can just ask them after, they say that I punch like a horse. And it does play a big factor in all my fights.
Fantastic. Kieron Conway, thank you for your time. We've been Pro Boxing Fans.